Hello everyone, I am Mohammed Al-Ghamshi, and today I'm going to talk about the asthma. Asthma is a chronic disease that affects the air passages of the lungs and results of inflammation and narrowing of the respiratory passages, which prevents the flow of air into the airways, which leads to frequent episodes of shortness of breath with wheezing in chest, accompanied by coughing and phlegm after exposure to inhalation of substance that provoke allergic reaction or retention of respiratory system, and this attack vary in intensity and frequency from one person to another, and it is one of the most common disease among children. Factor leading to an asthma attack. Firstly, smoking. Unfortunately, smoking is one of the most common things among people in our society, and it is one of the biggest causes of asthma attack. It injects polluted air into the lungs, which causes difficulty in breathing. Allergic to some things as chemical or bird feathers or animal fur. There are many people who are allergic to these things, but they may not notice them, which may harm them over time. So I advise those who are allergic to such things to stay away from them as much as possible. Respiratory viral infection. There are many viruses that cause respiratory infection, and most of them are transmitted through the droplets contaminated with the virus in the air, which results from the coughing, sneezing, or speaking of patient infected with the virus. But there are some types that are transmitted in other ways, such as saliva. Intense exercise. Also, one of the causes of an asthma attack is intense exercise. With the intensity and severity of the exercises, the oxygen entering lungs decreases. And symptoms that indicate an asthma attack. Firstly, shortness of breath. The patient suffers from an asthma attack with a shortness of breath, which makes it difficult for him to inhale and exhale, and he feels that the air he inhales is very heavy. Sleep and the second symptom that sleep disturbance due to the shortness of breath. The person also suffer from sleep disturbance due to an asthma attack due to the lack of oxygen entering the body, which causes the brain to send notification of lack of sleep. And he may also suffer from coughing and sneezing and runny nose. Obesity and overweight. People most at risk of having an asthma attack. Obesity and overweight. Pollution of the surrounding environment and air pollution from factory smoke, automobile exhausts. What are the ways to treat asthma? Thermal bronchospasticity. It is a technique that relies on inserting a tube through the nose or mouth into the lungs, after which the cheater empties thermal vibration to the smooth muscles surrounding the trachea, which helps to stretch these muscles, makes breathing easier, and reduce asthma attack. And this technique is used in very severe asthma cases. That all I have. Thank you for your listening.